Welcome to Understanding International Soccer. At the broadest level, soccer teams belong to one of two categories. Teams are either number one, a club, which is a professional team and belongs to a league, or number two, a national team, which represents a country in international competitions. In this video, we'll learn about the structure and happenings of the second type, the national teams, who when they play, participate in international soccer. To start, we need to know three basic things about the structure of international soccer. Number one, each and every country has its own national team that competes on its behalf. Number two, each national team belongs to a confederation, which oversees soccer in its particular region of the world. And number three, each association is also a member of FIFA, which oversees soccer worldwide. So it looks like this. We have national teams, confederations, and FIFA up top. And now we'll take a closer look at each one. FIFA oversees all national associations. FIFA's three most important duties are, number one, they help to administer the official laws of the game of soccer. This basically consists of a bunch of old guys arguing with each other about whether or not to change any of the rules. And every 20 or so years, they agree and make a change. Number two, FIFA publishes the international match calendar, which stipulates the dates each year when games are played between national teams. Furthermore, each date is specifically designated as an exhibition match or an official match. Exhibition matches are referred to as friendlies and are used by coaches to test out tactics and keep their players fresh. Official matches are used to qualify teams for either their respective continental tournaments or for the FIFA World Cup. And number three, every 4 years, FIFA puts on the most important soccer tournament in the world, the FIFA World Cup. In its current format, 32 national teams compete at venues throughout a host nation over the course of 4 weeks. The last two teams compete in the World Cup final match. And after 90 minutes, a world champion is crowned and lifelong dreams are fulfilled. Below all of this lies the confederations. There are 6 confederations that oversee soccer in the different continents and regions of the world. At the international level, each confederation basically does two things. Number one, they hold the aforementioned continental tournament to determine the best national team within the confederation. And depending upon the confederation, these tournaments are generally held every 2 to 4 years during the club team's summer breaks. And number two, each confederation also organizes qualification for the FIFA World Cup. In order of increasing competitiveness, the 6 confederations and their respective continental tournaments are, number one, the OFC, or Oceania Football Confederation, and the OFC Cup of Nations. Number two, the Confederation of North, Central American, and Caribbean Association Football, or CONCACAF, and its Gold Cup. Number three, the Asian Football Confederation, or AFC, and its Asian Cup. Number four, the Confederation of African Football, or CAF, and its Africa Cup of Nations. Number five, the Confederation of South American Football, or CONMEBOL, and its Copa America. And number six, the Union of European Football Associations, or UEFA, and its European Championship, commonly referred to as the Euro. And lastly, let's have a look at the national teams themselves. There are 209 men's national soccer teams affiliated to FIFA through their respective national football associations. Each association president appoints a coach, who in turn selects a team. But who exactly is eligible for a national team? While it may seem obvious, the answer is a bit more complex. One of the laws of the game that FIFA enforces are the FIFA eligibility rules, which state that a player must have a, quote, clear connection, unquote, to a country if they wish to represent it in competition. And a clear connection is defined by FIFA as fulfilling one of the following conditions. A, they were born in the country. B, their biological mother or father was born in the country. C, they have a grandmother or grandfather born in the country. Or D, the player has lived continuously for at least 5 years in the country. These conditions often result in players being eligible to represent more than one country. For example, Bayern Munich midfielder Thiago Alcantara was born in Italy to Brazilian parents, and Thiago grew up in Spain. So, he was actually able to choose between Brazil, Spain, and Italy, who between them have won 10 of the 19 FIFA World Cups that have ever been played. And ever since he was 15, he's chosen to represent Spain. So once a player makes a senior national team appearance in an official match, they are tied to that country's team for their career, unless there's a geopolitical upheaval. So, in summary, we have national teams, confederations, and FIFA. FIFA oversees it all, decides on the rules, when the games are played, and facilitates the World Cup. The confederations hold their own, smaller tournaments and facilitate qualification for the World Cup, and the national teams represent countries on the international stage. Thanks for tuning in.